Yes, I want to welcome each and every one of you to our webinar and business overview of iMarkets Live this evening. I have the distinct honor of introducing our presenter for the evening. It really is my honor to do this. I'll give you a little background on our presenter. His name is Greg Tomlinson, and I know many of you have heard him. I just kind of want to go off on a tangent, but I'll state a point here. And he comes from the Charlotte, North Carolina area. He has a legal background. He's actually been working with one of the top 10 law firms for the past 26 years, so quite an accomplishment there. But his passion really is ministry. He is an ordained minister, and he presently leads one of the Carolinas' largest prison ministries. And he attributes his success to the awesome leaders and mentors that actually God has really placed in his life over the years. And so now it is not only my pleasure, but my privilege to introduce to some and present to others Mr. Greg Tomlinson. Greg, are you there, sir?
I am. Cindy, can you hear me okay?
Beautiful. Coming in loud and clear. I get to sit back tonight. I'm just so thrilled to have you here.
Well, Cindy, thank you for that warm introduction, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, members and guests. My name again is Greg Tomlinson, and I have the distinct honor of presenting the iMarkets Live opportunity tonight. Now, if you're a guest on our webinar tonight, I want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join us. And like Cindy said, we will not waste your time. Now, you know, you might be saying, well, Greg, you know, what is all this talk about? What is all this buzz that I'm hearing about with iMarkets Live? I'm getting emails, I'm getting texts to get on calls. What is all this about? Well, the idea, and this is written, this comes straight from our CEO, the idea of iMarkets Live came about with a combined independent talent and skill that gave birth after seeing how others were struggling in their day-to-day lives. And the company's been blessed with the opportunity to create real wealth in our life and have always believed that there's a better way. Now, the CEO noticed most people did not have time to sit all day to learn and do what traders do. So he created a system to show anyone what can happen, what type of success we can have on a daily basis. And that's when the iMarkets Live Trade Signal Service and the live trading room to help people came into being to help us to be successful. And that was written by our own Christopher Turry, our COO. Now, giving our visionaries, on to our visionaries, Christopher Turry and Isis De La Torre. Well, let me start with this, right? What is a visionary? Well, it's a person or a team that thinks about or plans the future with imagination or wisdom. It's when passion becomes married to strategy, which gives birth to success, not just for them, but for all those who catch the vision. That's what we're praying tonight, that you're going to catch the vision. I'll talk about Mr. Terry in a minute, but let me give you a little background on Ms. De La Torre. Ms. De La Torre is a native of Dominican Republic, where she started her successful banking career over 25 years ago in Puerto Rico. She's obtained her MBA in finance. Ms. De La Torre also has a BA in economics, her Series 7, her Series 63 registration. Listen, she's fluent in Spanish and French, speaks English. Isis loves to travel, loves to read. Here's my favorite part, because she is a firm believer that leaders are readers. Now, I got to ask you a question. Do you think that Ms. De La Torre is qualified? The answer is no, right? No, she's overqualified, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why she is a visionary. But before we start this presentation tonight, right, I just wanted to share some vision with you. Before we start the presentation, here are some questions I need to ask, some what-if questions. You know, these are like kind of hypothetical questions, kind of get your mind going, right? What if you could turn 2 minutes a day into a full-time income? I want you to just meditate on that, you know, like Selah on that for a minute. What if you could turn 2 minutes a day into a full-time income? What that question, what it should prompt you is, you cannot have the objection of what you might think, well, Greg, I don't have enough time to do a business. Well, we're not asking you for time tonight. We're just asking you for 2 minutes. How about this? What if you could get a multi-million-dollar earner working full-time for you and completely eliminate the learning curve? I'll let the presentation answer that. And what about this? What if you could get connected to an education platform where you can work at your own pace? Ladies and gentlemen, those are some powerful questions, and we end off with this one. Who is the most successful person you know? Now, you know, we watch TV every day. We know a Warren Buffett, right? Billionaires, right? We know Oprah Winfrey. We know Bill Gates. We know Stephen Jobs, right? All these, ladies and gentlemen, are billionaires, but you might not know them. You know them from, you know, a TV. But I might be asking you a personal question right now. What about the most successful person you know that's in your cell phone right now, or that you work with right now? How about that person working for you full time for free? Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to show you in this presentation is there's a total posture paradigm shift going on, and it's happening with iMarkets Live. Now, I got to ask you, right? Got to ask you, did you know? I don't know, you know, I mean, I didn't know this just a while back, but now I know. They say now you know, right? There are those who want to be rich. And personally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be wealthy. You say, well, Greg, that's kind of like a play on words. Isn't rich the same as wealthy? Well, no, it's not. What's the difference? Well, someone asked a famous basketball player, his name is Kobe Bryant, plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, when he was signing his first $100 million contract. And this reporter came up to him and asked him, how do you feel in becoming wealthy and signing a $100 million check? And receiving that check. And he corrected that reporter, and he said, I'm just rich, but the guy who signs my check, now he's wealthy. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about now is the Forex market, the foreign exchange market. And it's this market that's going to tap you and I into that wealth that we're talking about because of the following characteristics. I don't know if you knew this, but listen to this. The Forex market is a huge trading volume representing the largest asset scale in the world. It's geographical dispersion, right? No, in other words, it's global. There's no limitation to where the Forex trading is going. It's continuous operation. Unlike other markets where they shut down at a certain time, Forex trading, ladies and gentlemen, is 24/7 except on the weekends. How about this? The Forex market, the low margins of profit compared to other markets of fixed income. And lastly, the use of leverage. I love that word. The use of leverage to enhance profit and loss margins and with one's respect to your account. Now, look at the comparisons right here on the screen. You have, you know, the London Stock Exchange, a 7